Hi everybody, today it's April 25th, beautiful day here in south central Michigan. We're going to do some spraying today. I got the John Deere 50 out, hooked it up to this small sprayer that my dad had put together. Never used it, so yesterday we came over here and got it calibrated, and today we're going to mix up some chemicals and go over and spray a couple acres of sweet corn ground that we recently acquired. So stick around, I'm going to explain the process of how we got it calibrated and mixing the chemicals, and of course we're going to go spray. First thing I needed to do was calibrate this sprayer. A good friend and neighbor told me to come over and borrow his calibration jar. It's a plastic bottle with some statistics on the side. And the first thing is you have to determine the nozzle spacing. And mine are 20 inches. So on that calibration jar, for a 20-inch spacing, you needed to mark out 204 feet. So I went out in the yard, marked off 204 feet. You would travel that 204 feet with the sprayer on, and that nozzle or that plastic jar, the plastic container, is underneath the nozzle collecting all of the, in this case it was just straight water, that was deposited or sprayed out in that 204 feet. In third gear, it was 22 gallons per acre. Again, on the side of that jar, it tells you the amount of water. It was at 22. So that tells me it was 22 gallons going on per acre, which is too much. We wanted to be at least 15. So I emptied out that jar, put it back on a nozzle, turned the tractor and sprayer around, put it in fourth gear, and went that 204 feet again, and it came out to be 18 gallons per acre. And as I said, it needed to be at least 15, so I'm confident at 18 gallons per acre I should have a pretty good burn. This field hasn't had anything grown in it other than just cattle pasture for a long time. In fact, some of the people that I asked around here said they don't ever remember it being into any kind of crops, because Doc Bosworth, the guy that owns the property, he passed away, but he was just pastured this for cattle. So I've got it figured out, fourth gear on the John Deere 50, that we're getting on 18 gallons per acre. It's roughly 2.5 acres, but I'm going to go ahead and mix up a full 60 gallons, and the rate will be 4 ounces of 51% glyphosate, Roundup, per gallon. So I'll be adding 240 ounces of 51% glyphosate into 60 gallons of water, and we should be really close. And if I got a little bit left over, I'm going to spray a little bit extra around the old vet clinic, get rid of some old thistles and weeds growing around there. So next step, we're gonna mix up our chemical and add some more water to get it up to 60 gallons, and then go spray. Now that we have our sprayer calibrated and we know our speed, we need to measure out our chemical. We're going to put 60 gallons of water in a 60-gallon container, 4 ounces per gallon. I need 240 ounces. My container is 32 ounces, so I'm going to go ahead and mix all this in, and then I'm going to turn on the pump to circulate it and get it all mixed up. So 7 times 32 is 224 ounces. That's already in the sprayer. That last remaining 16 ounces brings us to the 240 ounces that we need. And we got some water in. We're going to add more water till we get to the 60-gallon mark. We have the pump on right now, recirculating the chemical and the water together, mixing it up. So now it's just a matter of getting it to 60 gallons and we should be able to go spray. This is the little chunk of ground that I'm allowed to work up. When I say allowed, I put a post on Facebook and I said that if anybody had some ground, they're tired of looking at weeds and they'd like to have it worked up, I'd be willing to work it up rent-free and plant sweet corn in it. And so Doc Bosworth's daughter gave me a call and said, yes, I've got some land over to Dad's that you're welcome to use. So we're gonna spray Roundup here. It's bigger than what I need for sweet corn, but we're gonna also plant a little bit of field corn in here just to take up the rest of the land so it's not sitting idle. Alrighty, let's go get with it. Must be our calibration was right on the money because we got over that ground and there is nothing left to speak of inside the tank. There might be a little bit, but it didn't run out as I was finishing, so it's doggone close. Well, that's a wrap. Hopefully our efforts will pay off. We'll see some results here soon. I guess I'll wrap this up, call it a video, say thank you for watching, and until the next time, take care and God bless.